Each and every day, I open my radio station in my car and I listen to different things. And I see the state, the mind of our people. And it looks like it's almost coming to an end. It's coming to an end how? It's coming to an end because the system that we are practicing is not working for us. You see, what most people don't realize is underground, people are getting smarter every day. They're getting smarter every day. And the truth is making itself clear and clear and clearer every day. So democracy is not working for us. I have mentioned it in one of my videos, but I want to elaborate a little bit on it because democracy is not working for us. Speaking from Ghana, my name is Zozoh, Z-O-H-Z-O-H. I'll tell you the meaning later. It is only us who are passionate about our country that will create a platform like this to talk about the next move. We can't sit back because we are part of some of the underground people whose brain is working like the speed of a train. You get it? Yeah. Democracy is not working for the entire continent Africa. I said earlier on that we've been sold bullshit. We bought into it, and in practice, 2019 going into 2020, we all can see that the entire continent, with so many countries practicing this system, there's uprising going everywhere. You look on social media and you look at people's comments and you realize that people are getting awakened every day. So let me tell you people, leaders of Africa, currently leaders of Africa, what you need to realize is the system is going to change because of the uprising. And it's going to change because of what? Accountability. A system that is meant to straighten our people is never straightening our people. The system is meant to corrupt. The system is meant to steal. The system is not about the majority. The majority can always also be at a wrong side. So democracy is not working. Partisan politics has taken over everywhere. I can talk about Ghana because Ghana is my case study. Partisan politics has taken over everywhere. Do you understand what I mean? As much as we sit back and we say that, you know what, we don't want to take our election to the district level to become partisan politics. We don't want to do that. How do you call it, the people that lead the country, or the things that they do, or the everyday affair of the individual on the street can clearly tell if the person belongs to party A or party B or party C. And it shows in, on almost every place where we work. It shows in what we do. It shows in a lot of things. And it is because of this thing that we have been sold to as called democracy. Democracy is what is causing the trouble. Can we now sit down now and ask ourselves, what is the best system to practice? I think there are some good things to democracy. Because, well, we say we should allow people to express their views and express their concern. In this part of our world, they call it Kebimamin Kebi Amambu. Therefore, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can go on air or go on TV and say any crap or bullshit, and then it is part or it's a definition of democracy. Let's fine-tune it. Fine-tuning democracy. So we can actually make this place a better place to live. We are heading into what they call 2020. I see the numbers to be even. And therefore, when I see the numbers to be even, I think our brain now needs to be even out. I think that we should be thinking about how we can equalize things. So it's boiling everywhere. We don't know what we are doing. We don't know what we are doing because we today can wake up and say we want to spend money on da. And we ask ourselves, does that help the masses? What does he do? Is that going to change life? No. Is that for political gain? It's just another thing for, for politics or for parties to just, gain out of it. When are we going to think about our country as a people? When are we going to think as a country, as a people, passionate about our own thing, wanting to create a change for the world to follow, when we don't have to follow anybody, but let the rest of the world follow us? When? When are we going to do that? I want to make it clear that the practice of democracy to where we are now, I don't think that it's been working very well. There might be some good things in there, but it is not working for us. It's not working perfectly for us. But yes, we can draw some good things out there. We draw some good things in the democracy that we have. But in general, it's just not working for us. And it's not only in Ghana. It is throughout the whole entire continent, and it's not working for us. It's not working for us because it's not our system. How can we be sold a system that we have to learn it again? How can we be sold into something that we have to start how to learn common justice? How can we be sold something that we don't have a book for it? Somebody has to create a book for us, create a school for us to go so that we can justify, or he can justify us whether we qualify for the position or not. Do you get it? There are two things that are really disturbing us now. I think the first thing is how the entire continent is corrupt. The second thing is accountability. How do people account to their people? How does a member of parliament or a minister account to his people? Money are being given to individuals to go and develop their constituency. They don't do shit about it. But all you need to do is to take one lawyer, get some few friends who are judges to know about it, and go sit down in the law court and pay your way out, and democracy will let you go free. Is this what we are looking for? The checks and balances in the system is all out of whack. You can't do checks and balances anymore because the very people that sit down to judge cases, the very people that sit down to make out justice are part of the corrupt system of democracy, and therefore after they finish, they tell you, daddy, and then we stay the same. This is my advice. And I might be making sense or I might not be making sense. Because I think at this point of me being in Ghana and being a Ghanaian, all I can do is to also contribute and show my mind. And then if you can analyze it a little bit and if it makes sense, then we can take it to the next level. I am creating a new political system. I am creating a new political system. Because there is an uprising of conscious people like myself and other people who want to make this country a country to live in and to be comfortable. A country where you can drink water. You have access to water, potable water. A country that you can drive on roads and get from point A to point B. A country that is planned, that fire service can actually come to your house when it's burning down. A country where ambulance can reach your houses in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Do you understand what I mean? These things are not something that is a space shuttle launch. It's not a space shuttle launch. It is something that can be done with common sense and dedication and honesty and service to your nation, sense of nationalism, sense of patriotism and pride. That is what I'm talking about. You don't need 10,000 people to sit around to think about this. You don't need 20,000 people. You don't need 275 people. You don't need that. You need only one leader, one common sense man who actually wants his country to go good. That is what we need. And instead of this, we waste so much money on what we call democracy. We waste so much money to elect people into positions, and the people have no clue because of their personal gains. How much do you want to gain before you give to your people? How much do you want to gain before you give to your people? Are you not ashamed of yourself when in your own home you can't even open your tap and get a flowing water that you can actually just drink out of? Are you not ashamed? And you call yourself the minister, you call yourself, the MP, you call yourself the cabinet, blah, blah, blah. You ride in a V8 and they drive you around, and when your car is coming, they give, they have to create a different space for you to drive through. Look at all that benefit that you have. And all you need to think is to think about the masses and think about yourself, think about your children, think about the future. We keep running away to other countries. A time will come, there will be no country that exists for us to run to anymore. There will be no country that has to run to anymore. This is why sometimes I love America. I love the recent America. The recent America I love, I love recent America because when Trump came into power, what he did, he made sure that Africans, sit their ass down and think about who they are. All of us here, all we want to do is to leave this place and go somewhere else with our stolen money. We leave this place and go somewhere else with our stolen money to go and show our wealth. Show your wealth over here. And your wealth showing is not based around the car you drive. It is based around the basic necessities of what other people has in their country. Basic infrastructure, town and country planning. Roads are being lined up and designed nicely. You know what I mean? Water is flowing. You can get from point A to point B. And you can understand how life is supposed to flow. You have a clarity of mind to even work. But here we are. We're cluttered with bullshit. We are cluttered with bullshit. And we're cluttered with the bullshit of something that they've sold to us called democracy, that we spend so much money on it. Today, election for that. Tomorrow, election for this. The next day, we need machine for that. The next moment, we need this for that. And it is all about just putting people in government. And these people we put in government do not do shit. The people we put in government do not do shit. And we can't do anything about it because at the end of the day, it's friends to friends, classmates, and they go, and majority is the winner. And therefore, when we decide and we say, yes, let's raise up our hand, we raise up our hand and we say we concur. And that's it. And then we stay the same. Let me tell you something. The uprising movement of the underground is becoming big. If you don't feel it, let me tell you, man, I feel it. And that is what you guys need to be looking at. Don't sit down there and think that it's going to be like this forever. It's not going to be like this forever. Okay? It's going to change. It's going to change because we are feeling it. All of us have not been born to be like this. Some of us have been born to be nation builders. And we mean it. And we're going to make sure that this country will come into a certain point of straightness. When it rains, my people cannot go out. When it rains, the people can't drive. When it rains, the people can't walk. It rains so much, but the people cannot even find water to drink. Rivers, lakes are in abundance in Maragana. But common water to drink is a problem. Because the common man still does not have the common sense. They are waiting for the miracle of the so-called Almighty God, the Christian God, to come and solve the problem, or the Allah to come and solve the problem. My brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. We have only one country. We have only one continent as a people. We have been bamboozled, have been deceived for so many years. We need to wake up and realize that nobody is going to fix it for us. We have to fix it. But if our people do not fix it themselves, we have to make sure we fix them. The people who do not fix it, we have to fix those people.